All right, folks, I'm going off the top of the dome here, so bear with me. Now, I just heard Fat Joe's spiel about, aspiring rappers needing to get a job. But in case you didn't really hear it, I am going to play a snippet for you. So, in the words of Panda Chop, man, roll the clip.
Listen, ladies out there, if your man says he's raps and he don't have a deal, there's a problem with that. Okay? So if your man says he raps and he doesn't have a deal, meaning not a dollar coming in, not a show, not nothing going on there, there's a problem with that. It's called Plan A, get a job. Plan B, hope you make it. This has never changed. This has never changed. And so some guys be like, yo, I gotta get a regular job? Bro, you gotta get a job. If you got kids and you got this girl that got an apartment and y'all sexing it up every day, you got to pay some bills. And $1 in the dream, that buck that bought a bottle could have struck the lotto? No! Not the buck that bought the bottle could have struck the lotto. Listen. If your man say he rap and he on the couch all day talking about he can't get a real job, but he don't have $1, no fans, no nothing, bro, you got to get a job.
All right, so now that you've seen the clip, here's what I have to say about that. Now, there are no lies detected in what Fat Joe said about cats needing to get a job, especially if something hasn't popped off yet, especially if your chick is footing the bills and you guys are knocking boots, all day, every day, or every night or something. You have hungry kids and all that other stuff. Yeah, that is fair, Guys should pitch in and do his share. I mean, I do know some women that are willing to support a man in his dreams and whatnot, but at the end of the day, that does get tiring. But this commentary isn't necessarily about that. I mean, I would really take in Fat Joe's message and everything because I think he's speaking from a real, sincere place. However, it just gets hard to really, embrace the message from a messenger who pretty much said some of the same things to people in his own circle or people's spouses that were associated, that were once in his circle. I'm talking about Liza Rios. I'm talking about Charlie Rock LD in particular. And I'm going to play another clip too. So roll the clip.
What's going on, guys?
Joe, we have here Cypher Sounds Rosenberg and the brand new addition to the family, K Fox. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. That sounds like a great trio up there, man.
A black, a Puerto Rican, and a Jew, man. That's how we roll.
I don't know about all that, but K Fox, she family, man. Congratulations, K Fox.
Thanks, Joey.
Joe.
Big things. I've been listening to your show. It's incredible.
Thank you, man.
Wow.
I need your help with understanding some things because we're getting a lot of calls and emails, and there's a big pun documentary coming out, and it's stirring up a lot of controversy, and his wife is getting a lot of interviews because of it. They say that she's living in a shelter. Now, people, especially on Twitter and all that, they're asking us, how can this be happening? Why doesn't Fat Joe take care of her?
That's a great question. What happens is, after Pun passed, we put together an album. She told me that she was broke. Now, mind you, Big Pun made millions and millions of dollars while he was alive. He spent a lot of money, 10 Mercedes-Benzes, 10 motorcycles, whatever the case may be. I had no clue that he was broke. She steps to me and she says, Joe, I'm broke. We got no money. I said, well, listen, people not going to feel sorry for you because you're Big Pun's wife forever. I'm going to get you some money. Now, what do you do? So she tells me, I like to do hair. I said, well, why don't you go to school for doing hair, and maybe you can open up 2-3 beauty salons and continue to support your family, because no one's going to continue to pay your bills because you're Big Pun's wife.
Maybe for a while in the beginning, but not forever.
Exactly. The point is, if I died, I don't expect no one to give my wife $5. We do the album Endangered Species.
Right. Which was after
No
Pun
one
died.
got paid on this album after Pun's death. No producer, no studio, no rapper, not me, no one. The full advance, which was hundreds of thousands of dollars, went to Liza Rios and the family.
Oh.
So after he passed, she had hundreds of thousands of dollars. I thought I did the right thing, Cypher.
Right.
Like, I thought I did the right thing. She spent the money unwisely, right? She comes back and says, Joe, I'm doing bad again. We give her a check out of our pockets. We say, yo, we got to take care, because at the end of the day, Pun's my brother. I take care of over 30 people for the last 15 years. Like, 30 friends that they got to pay their family bills, they got to pay their rents, they got to pay whatever. Why wouldn't I take care of Pun's wife and Pun's kids? You understand?
Of course.
So now she comes back for another check. I look out for her. I write her a check. Now the controversy happened to where, how could you expect to live off of Big Pun's name, being his wife, and you putting out DVDs of him pistol whipping you, and you calling him an animal, and you calling him a beast? This is the problem I have with Liza Rios, is that at the same time of saying, I'm Pun's wife, take care of me, I'm Pun's wife, she's just
ran his name through the
basically
mud.
disrespecting his legacy.
Right.
Like, if you have problems at home, and which to everybody, I don't believe that no man should pick up their hands for no woman in the universe, and I never seen him do that personally. So after this DVD, she knows why mine and her communication has stopped. Because I felt like that was disrespect to Pun, to his kids, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, she is Pun's wife, so I never wanted to go back and forth with her and make it look ugly, because I wanted to respect Pun. But it's been 10 years later. Every time I drop an album, she comes out with a full press explosion at Fat Joe, you know. Fat Joe, he sucks. The truth is, I did the right thing.
Well, but Joe, here's the thing. This is the tough part. What do we do now? Because the story is that his kids, your man's kids, are in a shelter. A, do you know if that's true? And B, regardless of Liza's mistakes, what can we do?
Whenever I've tried, let me tell you something. Whenever I tried to reach out to the family and stuff like that, I would love to have his kids in my house. You understand what I'm saying? But they've been brainwashed to believe that Joe robbed them, that Joe ain't take care of them. I have royalty statements. I have never made $1 off of Big Pun since he passed away. She, honestly, and I don't want to start this because I know what it's going, she has to find a job somehow, some way. She has to find a job.
All right, you seen another clip where Fat Joe told Liza Rios that she needed to get a job and everything. And I know people are divided as to how Fat Joe handled the situation and everything. I know some of y'all are Team Fat Joe and some of you are Team Liza Rios. But my thing is this. You're going to tell, your man and your supposed twin wife to get a job and whatnot, and you was holding like a catalog worth millions upon millions of dollars in your pocket. I know, at the end of the day, you a businessman and whatnot, but you could have did the right thing and just signed that catalog over to her as a gesture and whatnot. Something, instead of just letting her go to a homeless shelter with 3 children. I don't get that, Fat Joe. And then your boy Charlie Rock LD, after he stood tall for you against the people in jail that were talking mad trash about you during your conflict with 50 Cent and everything, and he lost an eye for you, you just all go and tell him, get a job at the supermarket and you can hang out with me on the weekends. I'm not expecting you to really pay a grown man and everything, but you could have provided some kind of opportunity or some kind of support for Charlie Rock LD. And understand he was on that dog food. You could have you have chips, you could have got him into a rehab program or something, and maybe set up a position or got him something with a firm or a company or something. You didn't do none of those things. Instead, his reward for standing tall for you was you just brushed him off and told him to get a job. That's not good. So while the message was sincere, I'm pretty much side-eyeing the messenger. I have no problem with the message. I'm just side-eyeing the messenger. Now, don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I still like Fat Joe's music. And more than likely, I'll continue to pump Fat Joe's music. But it's just that some of the things he tends to say and everything, it after a while, it just sounds hollow. It just sounds, superficial. Or it's just one of those statements where it's just good to say at the time because I have a mouth and I want to speak. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, yeah, I do agree. If your dream didn't really pop off or you're not really doing the right steps to achieve it, yeah, maybe it's time you do get a job. Or if you're on your way to your goal and whatnot, you get a job in the between time until your goal is fulfilled. But yeah, I mean, great message, but I'm still gonna side-eye the messenger. So audience, tell me what you think. Let me know in the comment box. This is Iron Will Media.